Hey, it's Lisa. So had some questions about doing color changes on your Graphgans. And what I did is I just came up and did a few single crochets in a row. I'm just going to show you how I go through when I'm doing color changes for the Graphgan. So we're going to say that you've already started your pattern, and the next row or the next row, hey y'all, just a quick video to cover color changes in Graphgans. Okay, so I have my row that I'm supposed to do completed. I'm at the end of the row, so I do my chain 1, and I'm looking at my graph pattern, and it says to single crochet over with the yellow 5. So I'm going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on your 5th stitch going across, you go in, pull up. Okay, I'm going to drop my yellow, and it's telling me to add in purple. So grabbing my purple up for the color change, the tail, and you can leave a generous amount, just let it hang to the back. Okay, and we're going to hold on to that for our color change. Yarn over, pull through. Okay, and then you always want to make sure that your yarn is falling to the back of your work. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just give a small tug on the yellow, and I'm going to actually carry the yellow over behind because they're telling me I've got to use that color again. So if I'm going over just a couple of stitches, I'll carry it. If it's like 10, I'm not going to carry it over 10. Okay, because especially if it's a color that may bleed through your work. Okay, you don't want to carry it over but a few stitches. So what I've done then is my tail and my yellow. Okay, now I'm going to carry both of them because I want to hide that tail. Some tails you can weave in, some you can carry over. That will become your preference. A lot of times I'll carry a few stitches and drop the tail and then weave it. Or if it's a short tail, I'll go ahead and carry it across. Okay, so I'm just going to shorten this tail just a little. Okay, so we're going to go ahead over, we'll go over 3. Okay, so for our color change. So 1, 2, and then on the 3rd one, remember when you get to that last stitch, I'm dropping the purple behind, okay, picking up the yellow again, and I'm also going to drop my purple tail, okay, pull the yellow through, give a snug pull on the purple, okay, looks good, and then we're going to go over 4 or 5 stitches, just enough to show you for another color change. Okay, so the main thing with the color change is just making sure your stitches are snug so they look even and it's neat. Okay, so then when we get to our next color change, okay, so we've gone over the required amount. We're dropping our main color again. We're going to pick up orange. Okay, the orange, same as before, leaving the tail hanging in the back. Come over, pull through, little tug on the yellow, snug. Okay, and I'm going to carry my yellow again, also the orange tail, we're going to go through and we're making the orange stitch, right? So as you can see, tail, yellow, pulling up the orange. Okay, finish that stitch. Let's do just a couple more. Okay, we get to the last orange. Dropping your orange behind, dropping your orange tail, picking up your yellow, pull through. And notice my orange is a little loose there. So I'm just going to give a little tug to snug. Tug to snug. Snug tug. Okay. And then go ahead and finish out the row. And I'm hoping you all can see this okay. All right, so when you get to the end of the row, okay, this is what we have. Okay. And then on the back. Okay, so then we're going to do our chain 1. All right, we're flipping our work. So now remember, your back is your front. Okay, so the back is towards you. So what I mean by that is just remembering that your yarn is going to fall towards you when you drop it. All right, so we're going to go back across with our yellow. 2, 3. On that 4th one, we're going to do our color change. Okay, so we're going to pull the yellow to the right because we're getting ready to pick up our orange to start our orange. But we're still going to carry the yellow, so watch to see, okay? So what I'm going to do is go ahead. When you pull the orange up, just make sure it's to the left of that stitch that you're going to go through, okay? Pull through. And then when you get ready to make your next stitch, you're going to go under the yellow and the orange. Pull up, because remember we're taking the yellow across with us. Make that stitch, okay? And the orange is over. Okay, we're carrying the tail and the yellow. Okay, not sure if you could see that or not, so I'm going to do it one more time for you. Okay. Okay, so we've done our last yellow stitch. We're getting ready to change colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remember to drop my yellow to the front, in front of me, to the right, because I want it out of the way right now. So therefore I can go ahead and pull up my orange. Okay, so when you pull your orange up, you're going to see the next stitch is here. So the next stitch is right here. So we want to make sure that we hold that orange over to the left of that stitch, because that's where we want it to be when we go through. Okay, so go through, pull up. Before you pull snug, go ahead and go under your yellow, under that orange. Come back through. Once you've done that, go ahead and give a little snug pull on your yellow, completing your stitch, and we're carrying over the orange tail and the yellow, okay? Okay, so I have a little bit of the tail left, my orange left, which I want to drop them. So I'm going to pull them across the yellow, pulling the yellow up because I'm switching colors. Pull through. Okay. and then go ahead and complete our yellow. Okay, we get to the purple. So pulling the yellow over. I'm going to leave the purple tail this time so you can see one that was carried and one that was left. So leaving the purple tail, pull the purple up. There's a stitch I'm going through. So here, holding on to that, the yarn for that stitch, pull up the purple, and we're actually going to leave the yellow and add another color change in. Okay, so go ahead and finish out the purple. Okay, so instead of continuing on with the yellow, it tells us to change to white. So we're going to add in the white. And the tail, remember now, we don't want to drop the tail to the front because of which direction that we're working it, correct? So we've dropped the purple, picked up the white. Go ahead, and we're going to carry that white tail. So we move it over when we go through the next stitch. Pull up, complete your white. Little tug on your purple. Carry my white over to the end. At the end of that row, I'm going to drop, chain one, flipping our work around, and at the end, this is our front and our back. And once your tails are weaved in, your back should be that mirror image of your front, okay? So the main thing with color changes is remembering which way to drop your yarn. Remembering not to carry across too far, because if you do, your color is going to bleed through. Also remembering to hold your yarn over when it's a color change and you're going through. Let's do another one with the white. So we go through with the white. Okay, stopping to change to purple. We just let our yarn drop to the back. Pick up the purple. Pull through, and you can see where the purple is here. So when I get ready to work that stitch, going through, sorry, it's harder when you're making a video and you're trying to show someone because you want to make sure it's the correct technique for that person to see. Okay, the yarn's over on that side. Pull through, pull up. I'm going to go ahead and finish my stitch first. Give a little tug on the white. Finish out the purple. And then you're dropping to the back. Picking up the yellow. Yellow's to your left. Pull through. Make that stitch. And finish off. Okay. Hopefully this helps. If you have any more questions, just let me know. And hopefully the video is clear enough for you all to see how to do the color changes. Thank you, and have a great weekend.